tiltou, cara.
Ih, será que ele faz aqui ainda pronta? Foi cancelado!
15 segundos para intentar hacer una... ¡Imposible recuperar los spines!
Here with Adam of KRU Visa, a dominant map of bind. 2 questions for you. They were talking on the desk that Loud's bind hasn't been seen in a while, or hasn't been seen since off-season tournament, and they didn't play well in it. Was the bind pick on purpose?
We don't knew anything about their bind at all. We are more focused on playing on our stuff, on our things, and we're pretty confident on our game now. We feel that we are going into a phase where we can play as we are supposed to. So we felt comfortable on bind, and we decided to play them up today.
You'll be playing Haven next, where your attack side yesterday against Energy wasn't looking the best. What have you fixed from yesterday till today?
Well, Haven has been a hard map for us lately. We have lost it the 2 times that we have played it. But I believe that yesterday we were overplayed by FNES or whoever called the defense on that map. But we're pretty confident on that map. We changed a lot of things on how we approach the attack since we lost the first time with Loud. So I think that we will be able to perform today with that.
Best luck on map 2.
Always great, to get some insight there from Coach Adam as KRU pick up that first map win, a 13-5 result. Now, when you look, not too bad, not too shabby. Now, when you look at those, you owe me a cup. Now, when you look at those results, one thing that sticks out, it's KRU had to have been winning the rounds that they absolutely should not have won. And they're picking up these ecos. It's massive.
That's what ended up happening on both sides of the map. KRU come in, right? It's 4-2 scoreline. They're on a low buy with Sheriffs and Stingers. You got Melzer hitting absolute bombs
That's
like
a great
that.
pun, by the way.
It's
Thank
crazy,
you.
but the result of eco rounds like this, not only does it just like flip that scoreline 1 round, right? Oh, they steal away this round they shouldn't have. But also, these ecos end up forcing Loud onto bad buys in the next one, so they're chaining together and getting even worse and worse and really letting the game run away from itself.
And the crazy part even about the second Thrifty, it couldn't be more crucial than that. The last 2 players were so low on HP, which is why you saw over here Digicine coming out with the Ghost. He had the Outlaw and the Ghost. He just needed to body tap the last 2 players, and unfortunately with the penalty, he gets fully punished right there by Melzer.
One thing that stuck out in that game, and should have stuck out for all of you guys at home as well, was Melzer. Oh, yeah. Because Melzer was on fire. We were looking at the stats going into the game. We were like, who should we talk about? We're like, Melzer's doing all right. Melzer did even better than all right toward the end of this one.
100%. I mean, he started off this map 10-1 on the Brimstone. But truthfully, I just think KRU play an incredible defense. So much of it is due to their anchoring ability. Yesterday, we saw it so much from Shy and from Adverso. And in this game, it was all Melzer, just super confident in the fights he was taking, especially towards that B side of the map. It was really nice.
I kind of like to go back on the interview here that Liz was asking about to Coach Adam, saying that bind, there wasn't really a game plan around Loud. It was just we're comfortable in playing it. But I feel like picking that map in itself was already a great start to already stop the dominance here of Digicine on the potential of the op that he could bring out that we always talked about. Already on the attack side, the composition you're bringing out here for the side of Loud, you needed that duelist, that raise to just satchel for the team. So you can't really get those op openings.
Yeah, there was... It was very clear that even though there wasn't a game plan, the game plan was we go somewhere where we feel comfortable, somewhere where we know we can execute and we can dominate, and that's exactly what they did.
And you saw for a second on your screen there, too, the stats of Mazzino supporting on the Sky, but especially Adverso. I gotta say, back-to-back games of bind on the Viper. This guy has been unstoppable defensively.
Well, let's see if they can keep it going. They are 1 map away from moving on in this competition. Can Loud manage to force a map 3? We're gonna find out in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
Here with STK of Loud, a pretty dominant map in KRU. So we're going to your map pick of Haven. 1, was the Haven pick on purpose? And 2, how do you think that KRU have changed their attack side since they faced you a couple of days ago?
I think that they prepared very well for us. I think that we have like a good plan for them, especially if they prepare something. So I think that we are very confident on this map. So we are doing our game, and whatever they do, I think that we are going to be ready.
Did you pick Haven on purpose?
Yeah.
Best of luck on map 2.
I think I lied. My bad. Guys, come on. Thank you.
Sorry, I was not paying attention to what this guy was saying.
Sorry.
You're asking a lot from me.
I know. I'm so sorry, Puppy, because I know it's hard. I'm allowed. I'm allowed one. I'm allowed one a year. Just one. Anyway, folks, you were hearing Coach STK there say, Haven pick, 100% intentional. Yeah. They've been in this world before. They've done this already. Granted, it was a 2-0 last time. But here,
it was a 2-0, but it was starting on Haven, where Digizin comes out on the jet and is just absolutely frying on this pick. I think we didn't actually get to see him play the op at all on Bind. Part of that is they started on attack. Part of that is, of course, they didn't really get to play their defensive side at all, and they lost that early eco. But on this map especially, starting on attack for them, unfortunately, but once they go over to defense, they have to win that pistol. That sets them up for a round 4 op, round 2 Outlaws. They need that. I really do believe.
And going to the Haven map too, again, going back to what Coach Adam was mentioning, it's okay, well, we know what we have to fix here when we played against
what that was. I'm curious what they wanted.
I mean, at the same time, he was talking about how it doesn't matter how he played against NRG on top of that. So you're brushing that away, and I guess you want to talk about
I know the problem. I know their problems. No. I know their problems. Okay, the first time they played this versus Loud, their attack side has been terrible.
Okay, we knew that already.
They have struggled to re-clear a lobby versus Loud the last time. They weren't clearing with thrones, et cetera, et cetera. And then versus NRG, they started focusing on re-clearing a lobby, and Mata was just walking mid on them on repeat and finding kills consistently. This team has to be much more keyed into finding that defender-sided aggression, or they're going to get walked over, and we're going to a map 3.
Yeah, the diligence is going to be key here, and I'm so sorry, Ben Silly. We didn't get to hear from you.
It's okay, I'm out of breath already with all this funding, so
in any case, back to you. Map 2 coming up now after the short break. I ain't trolling this time.
I'm not going anywhere.
Just in case, I need a
right
cool
here.
down.
Map 2 is coming up here for KRU versus Loud. A lot of talk about the KRU attack side. You're going to have to wait for that, though. Yeah. You're going to have to wait for that because they're starting defense side first. And, you know, Coach Adam was talking about how they put a lot of work into the map itself, actually, in trying to correct that. I did see glimpses of that versus NRG, despite the fact that they kind of got owned.
I agree.
It did look better compared to when they played against Loud.
Well, Adam also said we got out-called by Finesse, or whoever else was doing the calling.
Yeah.
And I would agree with that, too. I think that they've made improvements. This team is not the same team that we saw the first time that they matched up against Loud, but the facts are the facts. They have a 16.66 recurring, of course, win percentage on their attack sides. I mean, it's abysmal. 4 out of 24 rounds that they've played against Loud and NRG. But their defense is not bad. And so we actually might start out Haven with some success for KRU, getting their feet underneath them, coming up to the back of a really dominant win on Bind. I think this is going to be tough for Loud. Tough to have the belief that if they scrape a few together, they can make a comeback in the second half. Remember that when NRG beat KRU on this map, it was 8-4 down.
Yeah.
And they had to make a big comeback and win the pistol and have everything work for them.
So Loud are going to have a lot asked of them, despite the fact that we're going into their map pick. Got to pick up the confidence because it really wasn't looking like it was there. In that first one, they weren't really shooting back that much. The overall game plan, though, I think that's what it kind of boils down to. So when your attack side plans don't go to fruition, it's hard to really just rack up the kills at that point.
Going to be taking a look at Digizin here. I think he's the key player for me on Loud's attack and defense. Defense, it's obvious. You're looking for him to get an op online and try to timing all of that, attacking util and destroy people. But I want to see the Digizin that we saw getting entries out dueling Zekken when he had an op in his hands.
Oh, yeah.
Whipping around corners and taking people's heads off. That version of Digizin that he's exploded out onto the Tier 1 stage, returning here to VCT Americas and putting on a show, that's been missing today.
Yeah.
And Loud need that. They need their star player to be online.
We go, Agent Selects. Probably nothing out of the ordinary here onto Haven. Both of these teams are quite standard, actually, in terms of the concept playing. They don't really experiment that much either.
No, they're sticking to tried and tested stuff from last year, or really just all time. Overbridge Cypher has been a very solid pick on this map. But it is interesting, isn't it? The teams that we have here not really experimenting much at all with Tejo Breach combos. Not even playing that much Vice, even though we did just see Vice on Vi.
We're getting into it here, and I'm excited about that. The Jazine player focus that you were just really highlighting as well, him versus Kesnet. Got to see it come alive for him, because that previous game that they played versus Sentinels, despite the fact that they lost, it really did answer that question. It dispelled the doubts that potentially people had about his rifling capabilities. We've always known he's had that dog in him, but he really did prove it in that series, and now it's all about stepping up and doing it here and now.
I want to take a look at the pistol round strategy. Crew normally come out with good ones. They got a triple stack by the look of things over towards B. Are they going to walk down mid? It's a very common pistol round strat to be doing that kind of stuff. Play a bit of a soft setup on A and try to find the timing to play this flank retake really heavily.
Cam's going to be catching a contact of that one player walking down, so I know there's danger there.
Yeah, but you see the breach and you realize there's more. You know that that's not just a solo breach walking down mid. Mazzino's a nutcase, but he's not that much of a nutcase.
Contact play is going to be called out. Deep shock dart, that's just off of the timing that they suspect that they've taken.
And they're right, and not only that, Dujazine has now wasted his dash. He procced the dash, he got ready to go forwards, and a stun coming out from Mazzino stopped him. So now they've got no entry capability from the dash. They need a free walk into the B site, and that's exactly what they've got here with Kawanzine and Tuiz.
Contact plays and contact plays. They've walked their way all the way into the B site, but it's going to be that rapid flank approaching. That's 3 players. Pack mentality out from Crew. Plant for the front section of B. Now for to push it back. Crew players just trying to buy time for this. Right now, it's going to be explosive. Dart connecting onto it with the bullets as well. We've got to defend these angles out. And already it's dismantled the hold that Loud were hoping they could get into that post-plant. Pancada from behind. No! Could be the difference maker. Out to the side. Kesnet just weaving, dodging, ducking in and out. Wins that fight out once more, but it leaves it just down to Pancada. Barely any shred of health to play with in that instance, and a pistol round here for Crew. They are so damn active.
I love their approach to these pistol rounds. They look really well planned. They were trying initially for the triple walk down mid and getting a heavy flank retake against an A push from Loud. And when that got solved and Loud instead found the gap on B, it's the same idea, a triple push this time coming out from A to flank retake B. Just taking the same concept and being flexible with it. And Loud, I don't think proactive enough in their post-plant. Didn't take control over towards the C connector. Didn't set themselves up with great post-plant situations. Allowed themselves to get flanked. Crew are a step ahead when it comes to understanding the metagame of these pistols.
Just being fluid with it, making sure to take the space when it's given up. Always with an action on the map. Even though they're on the defense. This time they're willing to slow it down, though. You don't want to be handing over any guns.
Shy's run this camera that watches towards short. 1 and 2.
Shoulder, Kesnet.
Tuiz gets away with his life.
My eyes are down.
What's the protocol off the cam being tapped then?
First one's got to be worried as well about this. Well, okay, Ghost in hand. He's not going to give them a weapon even if he does go down. He's willing to fight it. Tooth and nail. Time being bought for the reinforcements to show up, and yeah, every possibility accounted for so far.
Yeah, it's looking very nice. They'll probably swap their setup heading into round 3 as well. So all of this info that Loud are currently gathering, not going to be too useful. Crew look tight.
Yeah, flawless, everybody surviving.
So in the last 2 rounds, Loud have seen Kesnet over towards C, a soft kind of setup on the A site with only the Sova and a Cypher cam. Pretty early stacks towards B, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right, so they might not be as happy to go for those fast B execs.
Just an insane amount of rounds won in a 4v5.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. That shows you the clutch power of some of these players.
And here's the adjustment in the setup once more. Crew, heavy fight over towards A. Slowing it down a tad. Waiting for a response potentially from Loud before they I think, commit to all the util that they're holding out.
Look at this trip, too. You got to break it.
Yeah, spot it out. So we'll do that. TP in. Mikata committing the plan on top of it. So prodding for the weaknesses prior, so Loud have known that they can get themselves in here. Updraft position up onto the high ground. Got to hit these shots. The Jazine show that rifle and make it sing, but shut down in the end. That's an instantaneous trade. Keeping all eyes onto the flank here. Time ticking. KRU have to get themselves into a good position here, but Vinny could be caught, and yes, he is. The util is out wide into the open. Not ready to take that gunfight as the cage drops here. But still, time might be getting away from them here. Tap from Azino. Got to force out some response. Pressure being applied out through the double door. Shots. Great collection. That is prime Pancada. Let's loose with the rifle aim there.
And there's where you see the value that Loud were looking for when they dropped back into that passive hold in the B post plan. This time, KRU didn't go for the push through A lobby, despite the fact that they had 4 players over there towards A. And that allows Pancada to play in these kind of spots.
That's beautifully played.
Yeah, Pancada and Tui's, Kawanzine, the 3 of them dropping back, not under pressure from the flank, able to convert the round. Pancada has ultimate. We have been seeing teams rip it with some of these fast execs.
Oh my goodness! Shy has just got away with so much there. Deep trip, not anticipated by them. Did you see an updrafted it? That just over the top of it.
That was bizarre. That looked like an anti-strat from Loud that they were trying to get past the trip.
It's a great shot though.
Can Tui's recover this?
Set them on the right path.
Dojazine was trying to get fast into garage window. Wasn't expecting to land in the lap of Shy.
Yeah. There's that contact.
Vinny's
reclaiming of space. Vinny almost missing that timing out. Oh, bullets to the back there. Just gets the one and out. It's a 3v3.
The Loud players are so scattered, just trying to make their own individual mark on the round.
Paranoia swoops through. Bit of a rotation through the util, but yeah, spotted out, isolated. 2 years going down as well. And the backstab has to be revealed. It's all just down to Pancada. Paranoia, it's good. But a TP back and away here. Adversa with a tap. Ult? Where's this one going? Adversa's just going to be sticking this when he knows it. Surely nobody going for a play. Tapping away! And there's no hope in hell for him. Reposition in a 2v1 like that.
I mean, how else was Pancada supposed to play that? He smoked off, stuck in garage. The plant was for long. He had a chance maybe if he got lucky with the smoke. This opener from Shy is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been gifted 2 easier kills to start the round off.
I mean, like you said, it looked like an anti-strat.
It did. It looked like they've looked at the way that Shy holds garage and they're thinking, all right, we can updraft dash past this and land on top or behind Shy. Don't think they were expecting KRU's Cypher to be able to get 2 in that spot. I don't think I've ever seen someone go for a garage take like that.
2 years almost going down. He's just trying to lurk and take that space.
This is a bad beginning to the map from Loud.
He is. High ground perch. Fault line off the player's contact there. Dojazine dash to get out back to safety. But they need something extra.
While Tui's is trying to just get up. Oh, he's going to die to this, surely.
But they know he's there.
Wow, what a
Got
clear.
read.
I don't know whether they caught him in the cam just for a moment.
Possibly. Just seeing him tuck himself into the corner. KRU just getting so active against them. Never a moment of rest for Loud to try and set themselves up for any sort of success. They're going to stuck corralled into the corner. It's all 3 players up onto A long. It's going to have to end onto some heroics here for Loud, but the full line and swing! Oh boy.
It feels like there should be gaps around in this defense for Loud to exploit. You look at the minimap and, you know, plenty of times throughout these rounds, garage is open, the B walkthrough's open, but KRU are filling the gaps by being mobile, by leaning left and leaning right to try to respond to what they're hearing around the map.
This is
pretty tough to take timings against them.
That's exactly what Loud was doing against them week 1 when they played on this map.
And that pop-off that you just see again there looks exactly like round 1 on Bind. All of the passion. Somebody punt that penguin.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try it. Safety. Safety. Oh! That's brutal!
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, that's brutal!
Get him gone.
The bait and switch!
Get him gone.
What did Dan do to you? Yeah!
He's not alive. That's a corpse there.
Oh man, get the chalk outline out.
Now, the crew fans are having fun. The crew, the crew players are having fun.
Yep.
The crew coaches are having fun. The other side of things, not so happy. A 4-1 beginning to this map for crew. They have the ultimates. They have the economy. Loud need this round. 4 players with light armor going into Shy's Outlaw and a Hunter's Fury that's going to be great for plant denial. Loud have got to get this if they want to get back into this game. They need at least a bit of a buffer if they want a chance of being able to go on a run in the second half of Haven.
Yeah.
No, 4 rounds plus a pistol, kind of minimum.
Big setup. That just rebounds, ricochets into the C site. They think it's nice and open, but look at Kesnet. Disrespect occurring over towards A lobby game in that space. Now, this is going to be a hard committal, not too sure. Players are starting to make moves in towards it, tucked into the box as well. Melzer, just peeks out wide. Pancado was holding it for this one as well, and that pressure coming his way. There's a chance with the timing. Hunter's Fury now offloaded, popped off, just to try and collect that kill as well. The plant was hard committed, and even that breach hold on top of it. Rolls through, backing away.
They have killed Melzer though, so you can drop back into passive post-plant positions and not worry about the diffuse getting smoked off.
Covers in just trying to peek out of that one. The dart was going to be tagging him up anyway. Anything for his troubles? Not quite. Snowball tempted here now by crew. They got all the momentum on their side. It's time to pick together and see if they can get this one. Averso just sticking this one. What is the game plan? Anything to just push this one back? There are no options. There are no outs. Loud just struggling to get anything going for them, and that was their buy round.
This looks like crew versus 2G all over again. Yeah. I mean, Loud have got to be stepping up more than this. There is no resistance here. Cowanzine gets stuck on site. All right, fair enough. They're getting Sover ulted, but he's got a chance of being able to escape there before he gets caught with no backup. And then they're not pressuring the retake at all. Cypher ult's going off, so they know about Pancarda's flank anyway. I understand the idea of dropping back when Melzer's dead. But they're just giving crew too much space.
Never attempted a fast play. Shock dart to try and clear the trip, but there is no one place there. Kesnet reveals himself, forced to bash back again. This is Loud with desperation in their hearts. Just the knives in the hands of Digizine to potentially get them out of this spot and scenario.
And Loud need a hero. They've needed Digizine to find his moments today more than at any point in this season.
Verso is not scared, is he? Just taking his fight man to them. There's the danger. Opens up the pick. Kesnet was right there behind him, but unable to return that fire.
Adverso's been the guy holding down A. He's been in that hard anchor position as the Sova.
Sowed a bit of chaos into the round here with the positions. Crew quickly following the noise cues now, though. Melzer peeking through and away! It's whiffy!
He's got to land those.
It's whiffy. Fault line off and away. Melzer, though, 2 TPs to just get away. That's a rolling thunder from his teammate at his back. But just to augment this one, the defense coming through anyway.
30 seconds left.
Need a miracle. If you are Loud here. 25 seconds left. Cut noise, trying to open it up here. Smokes popped up into their face, and they're not letting up whatsoever. There is no mercy from crew. Full momentum, it's carried forwards from map 1 all the way here.
When we saw Loud go up against Sentinels, it was Loud that were getting off to the early starts. They were up 6-1. They had the advantages, 6-1, 6-3 on the maps that they ended up losing. It was more a case of them not being able to close out. Here, they can't get in. It's such an uphill climb for them to get back into this first half of Haven. And the confidence is through the roof from crew. They're not worried about covering all of the gaps. They don't believe that Loud are a serious threat on the lurk.
Enough to push back, though, the angles that Kesnet was trying to take here. And Drone is going to give you all the knowledge in the world. You're going to go for the repeat! My God, they just cannot get rid of this guy!
What a swing. That's beautiful.
Flash the back away. Falling for the pause once more, but Louder a player down. And they haven't done that mid-round exploration, breaking of the deep trips that are occurring right now for KRU. So, listen, KRU have got full knowledge of what potentially is going on here.
Yeah. I mean,
happy to stack their plays over towards A.
2 trips, a cam. Shai's giving them constant information around the map. And it's very difficult to go and re-explore Garage without that Sova alive.
Even more information for you. Elsa sees the breach.
You see the breach, you know that's probably the spike as well.
Holding it down with a fault line.
Ooh, the walk in.
Flash.
Just a straight up walk in from Dejazine, but he's caught on cam.
Yep, tagged up onto the cam as well. That's the updraft dash just to get the hell out of there. Pulls and baits out Ayuto, but there's 27 seconds left. Players moving over. Beautiful shot. 2 years. A lot more to deal with though where that came from. Verso just ajar, but they played in Pancada beautifully here. And now the flood attempt just to get themselves straight back in. Flash in their faces. Still revealed. Lovely work by 2 years. May have just paved a path to victory, at least into this round right here. And now, that is the case.
I was worried for Loud there. Vinny's IGLing had them spread very thin across A and B. But the entry from 2E's was lovely. Taking down Kesnit, not allowing him to get another shot with the operator off. And that eventually allowed them the path back into A. This push and pull of the defensive rotates, I think is going to be necessary. You know, you have to create that level of pressure over towards B to soften up A. Because otherwise, KRU are just running around the map on the defense side, running to wherever the noise is happening.
Not punished for it either.
No.
Yeah.
And they have enough information that you can't really contact against them.
Oh, we are right in the thick of it. That's a Hunter's Fury now. Oh my, Kesnit of drafting away. Any sort of tags maybe from the supported players, but not quite. Hunter's Fury to no avail.
So that's good macro win there for Loud. They've pushed back the KRU players.
That's the sort of stuff that Loud need to punish. Corner, does he suspect it? He had the inclination at least. I was just dominating that line, that angle.
Can you
go for
the
the what? Aftershock?
You can't die to the aftershock there, surely.
Okay, he does though. Opens it up, nice and clean. And the fight's to be taken out through Garage as well. He dominates that angle.
2E's is on the lurk.
No one on dark duty still. Enough damage being done. Spamming these players, like you said, it's 2 years off onto the lurk, leaving it just down to the one, and now he's in the hands of Kesnit. Not much to be done there.
That round is totally different if Melzer stays alive. I don't know how he's died there to an aftershock. I don't think there was very much other pressure. Maybe he got tagged or something and it slowed him down. Was he caught inside of his Omen blind? You know, inside of his Omen smoke?
Oh, what? Oh, the TV just got caught in a corner.
Yeah. Everyone who's ever played Omen knows the pain of that one, thinking that your teleport's gone into the right place and it just clips a little.
That's brutal.
That is a rough way to lose a round, but it's exactly what Loud needed. Melzer would have been a constant thorn in their side. They got rid of him, stopped the retake.
It's explosive.
They're back into this half. Like I said, I think they only need one more and a pistol, and they could be good for the map.
Stringing together the rounds. Flash and a peek. Breaks the drone. Moving that threat. Dejazine as well is the one who's trying to take that point.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, nothing seen, I don't believe. Even got a cam as well. It's a heavy setup from KRU. They're leaning hard over towards A.
Kesnit's about to take a peek into 2E's. Misses the shot.
Critically though, Louder doing a lot here. Moving a lot of these trips, and with a Verso going down, that re-exploration is punished this time. Fluidity that we were typically praising, yet okay. Goes back and around.
Dejazine trying to just find the timing there. It's a bit rough. I mean, they've got double lurks going on.
Yeah,
Cowan's walked up.
Unclear really what the game plan is. It's a nice shot.
Not from Kesnit.
Fault line, aftershock, Vinny. Gonna be able to escape out of that one? Not quite. It's gone, done. Taken out.
Mazzino going for the record of most aftershock kills.
It's absurd. Pancada, familiar spot. We've seen him do this one before, but it's a lot to overcome. Smoke propped up into his face, and the peak timings are perfect at that.
I suppose I say that about Mazzino, but it was Vinny actually that got it last time, wasn't it? So they're just going blow for blow with them. Kesnit missed 2 really important operator shots throughout this round, and his team still manages to do the work for him. 7-3 up in the lead. This round felt very unusual from Loud on their calling. They were just trying to lurk 3 separate players into 3 different lanes, going walkabouts.
It's like they knew their goal was to try and remove some of the side detail, but they didn't know what to do after that point.
Yeah, the coordination of the distractions were not really there. These final couple rounds, though, could make all the difference between KRU slamming the door shot on Loud and Loud finding an opportunity to win on their defense half. They spotted Kesnit's op towards C long in the previous round, so looking to try to take some pressure, take some control over towards A long. They haven't spotted the Jet yet. Dejazino's burnt the dash before an exec.
Exactly, it's a very early dash. Don't know if it's anticipating the refight there or what, but...
I think he's anticipating Kesnit to go for a reswing.
Yeah.
Doesn't realize he's over towards C again. 2 rounds in a row.
John tags up. Only seeing Dejazine, Crampton ready, flash up into the corner. Might want to try and explode into the site here, but there's plenty of players ready to meet them. What is the plan?
I don't know what the plan is, really, because we've still got Kawanzine and Tui's exploring over towards Garage, but KRU have seen the Jet and the breach on A, so you're not really buying this Garage fake. I'm confused, and I can see all 10 of the players.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, you look at KRU, they weren't even thinking about rotating for a moment.
No. They know it's fake pressure.
Yeah, they don't care at all.
Going for this peek though. Oh, Tuya spotted out. Hello, Paranoia on top of it. Lay it up. That's a rolling thunder in. Sweeping into the site. A short control. Vital now for KRU. Pushing double up through the cage. Taking a fight to them. They needed to remove that area of the map that KRU could play in and around. 3 players left to stand for them. Loud have their opening, but still you can't drop it. That one that's handed into your lap now. Repeat. What a flick. Nasty stuff. Kesnit picks it up because he anticipated that. Up to the side. My goodness. Talk about dropping the ball.
Loud needed to be able to convert on those kind of situations. You have only won 8 rounds in the match so far. You can't let opportunities like that slip away. What a flick from Kesnit with the operator. Nasty stuff. And Vinny, maybe just not confident enough to take the duel against him. He was tucked in a corner trying to wallbang get the kill. That's gross.
Zeno happy to clean up over the shoulder there.
Well, that increases the stakes for round 12.
It definitely does. That is a heartbreaker, man. Yeah, frustration.
Absolutely understandable for SDK there.
Not enough nuance so far in the attack side allowed.
No, really exposing, I think, some of the inexperience of Vinny coming up to tier 1. KRU are getting beautiful reads off against what Loud are trying to accomplish.
Enemy mark.
For a drone, getting our tag, spotting 2 players up towards A. But the weaponry scattered really here for the final round of our first half on Haven.
And Loud desperately need this. It is potentially doable. KRU's attack side has been so poor on Haven, only winning 4 out of 24 of their rounds against Loud and NRG. It could be doable if Loud can win this, if they can get past Kesnit here.
Oh my! Kesnit perfectly happy. Takes that angle, takes that opportunity, but Kawazine finally, someone steps up to the challenge. Response from Loud now. Plant, Vinny, be able to try and get this one off. I don't think there's anything to push this one back, but KRU getting active into the approach. Right for fire online here, Rolling Thunder as well to push them back and away. What is the game plan for Loud? Everybody revealed up. Silhouettes highlighting exactly where they're trying to play. They should know that Vinny's right there, and they do. Fast, rapid. KRU not willing to leave any sort of gaps for Loud to play in.
And it's dominant again from KRU. It's a different team to what we saw when these two went up against each other the first time. KRU, that time, they looked a bit limp, not particularly confident. Gun skill wasn't that high. And after a few games to warm up in the 2025 season, they are now on fire.
Full momentum behind them. This is KRU's time to shine. We'll see if they can just harness that and rip away the hopes and dreams of Loud on the next half. As much as we've been talking about, you know, how KRU need to put up a strong performance on their attack side of Haven, they might have just done enough. I mean, it's 9-3 here. Really, the narrative is just shifting over to Loud. Can they get this pistol round here into the second half to even stand a chance?
If they can get the pistol, maybe it's doable. Because also that would allow them to get the economy to get Dejazin's operator online. There are some teams that will save 400 credits so that even if you lose the pistol, you can get the op online super early. Not Dejazin. He tends to buy Sheriff on pistol rounds, use all 800 of the credits, and just focus on winning that round in, like, right in front of you. KRU have been the winner of the pistols across this series. Loud only won one on Bind, and they immediately got ecoed afterwards. So it's been devastation at the start of these halves. KRU have always had the momentum, always had the economy on their side. And that is a disgusting statistic.
That really is. That really is. He's been showing up past 2 matches.
So look at this pistol round setup. It's very similar to what KRU tried on their defense side. Triple play over towards B.
And right through the wall, Sheriff could do work. Damage under Melzer. Gets away with it, at least with his life. And a repeat and a replay! My God! Gonna want to see that one again a little bit later. Dejazin. That's 2 players. Just pops the heads of the opposing players, and now trying to make it work. KRU walking around, but making a bit of noise into the process. Dejazin's got to suspect this. Here Mazin's at least stomping around.
It's important here that Loud players play their life.
Yeah.
Don't give away anything for free.
A rough awareness, maybe. Oh.
I don't think there's much chance here, though. There's a minute on the clock, but it'd be remarkable.
They're spread out. And Vinny's low. If the clearance onto the corner, if he gets the kill, that's really what opens it up for the round. Picks up the upgrade too, but now they know exactly where Mazina's going to be playing. Plant down, committed. It's a 1v3 that he's going to try and pull off.
And they have Cam in backside as well, so they know where he is.
Takes him up. And a dart on top of it. And try and play this one all the way off site, and they know where he is. Exactly so. Fault line. Let it rip, see what you can do, but everybody sidesteps, and Dejazin to be that playmaker. There's the beginning. We were hoping for it, we were looking for.
Dejazin absolutely ripped the last time that these 2 teams played on Haven. He was unbelievable. Mostly with the operator. 58% of his kills came from getting the op. That's an outrageous stat. And that's an outrageous pistol round from him too. He's gonna find a time to hit. Couldn't pick a better moment.
Yeah, it's tidy bit of pocket change as well with the kills that he's racking up on that pistol.
Absolutely.
That'll help.
That'll help him get up to the op early on. And the op was just ruining KRU. They could not find a way past it. But at the same time, that would be my focus in the VOD review afterwards, you know?
Yeah.
Prepping for this game on Haven, how to get past Dejazin.
Fault line connects. Multitude of players, never to play off the back of it though. 2 years feeling the pressure, feeling that heat. Puts us back to the wall. Rest of the KRU just making a whole lot of noise. Across now, trying to use that cage to get straight back in again. Random spam with the bullets, not quite saving the day here. This is a cheeky play. Trying to take control and back away over towards the A-Link angle. Can't quite get that plant down though. That has to be the first step, and no one's covering for it. 2 years. Looking magic towards the back of the position here. The classic right clicks. In the hands of these few players. 3 left alive. Random spam from the Marshall play, but Smoke being covered and dominated. Still melts us right in their face, and he's even obtained stolen a gun just right into their faces. It is blasé. Dejazin down to the double digits, but so is Melzer. Backs himself into a corner. A few spam here. Pancada needs to be that playmaker. Any funny business is shut down just from that.
I mean, that is a lot of damage that they've done there, but they saved 2 Bulldogs, and Dejazin has enough money to go for the op in this round. So they could have an extremely good bonus round buy on the defense here still, despite everything that KRU did. It took Loud a lot of effort to mop that up, and basically they just ran into B. There wasn't too much to that. Let's see, has Digi gone for it? Yeah, he's picked up the op.
Gonna be receiving targets nice and early here. Looks like A-lobby control, name of the game. Fault line in a dart though, you gotta respect that.
And a 3-player push down mid. There's a trip here.
Oh, he's just spotted the arm, it's all it takes. Holding out wide, flick. Not quite connecting, but the threat of it is enough. Reveals the hands, and that deep push we're referring to. Loud all the way down to the bottom section here, getting it down to just 5 HP. Bonus round, looking nigh converted.
And this is why we were talking about that pistol being so important for Loud. Getting it online.
Firing line going to be meeting him. Hold up. Surely no more chances.
He's worried about being pushed from the flank. Doesn't have full information that they're all in front right now. It's an incredibly tough clutch, but Melzer has been astonishingly good in them this year. And if you thought he'd slowed down from map 1, I mean, only slightly. Still 14 kills across 15 rounds.
That was anyone to do it. Might be him. Vinny does have a full stack of utiled up.
It's so much respect from
30
Loud.
seconds
All
left.
3 of their players are watching different things.
Yeah.
Just trying to wait for Melzer to plant, so that at least then they can group back up.
Tap. Seeing if the util's there. It's just the rifle in the hands of Vinny. Okay.
So pistol round, bonus round, secured from Loud. And here we're seeing examples of what Ender was talking about on the desk. You have to be able to worry about where the defense is pushed up to. Loud walk all the way down mid here, and KRU, they just swing mid-window to try to clear it. Not got great reclear protocols on their attack side.
Didn't really see what was happening. Did they place the early cam? Did it get broke or what? But normally you see it just outside garage by the attack side Cypher.
I don't believe they placed it. I think they just went for a trip in the mid-window.
That's fast. Rebound with a dart. KRU looking to clear some space here. These were the adjustments they were making, or attempting to, when they were playing against NRG.
Yeah, they ran quite a lot of fast C splits. So
yeah.
You let the beast get an operator online.
So he's going to show a bit of respect here. Give them access to that B site. Deep trip as well at the feet of them. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, just backs up. Away here. B side is given up. Could be difficult to get back into this one, honestly. Operating in the hands of Digizine, despite how fantastic he is with that weapon.
The circle is starting to tighten here, though. Loud approaching from every angle.
Already comes in. Doesn't clear that one. Hello. Sidestep. Little dance occurring. Akada is holding out the TP here. Melzer's going to be spotting him. Hold on. Still, surely, this should be curtains. You got to imagine. Oh my God. The timer was getting close.
Yeah,
It's all shut down in the end.
They got plenty of time there, but if DG hadn't managed to land the right click, he shrugs over to his teammates there like, yeah, of course I got that one. Of course I do. Bit of RNG in play towards the end, but there was nothing random about hitting that first shot onto the jiggle peak.
Digizine has been just an absolute menace when he gets the op in his hands.
Yeah, and we
the way
barely
he plays and
we
how
didn't see it
active
on
he
Bind.
gets. No. He's a danger. Honestly, I mean, respect to him as well, his play style. I was saying to you earlier, Josh, he reminds me of Kankan when he's playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really do. He's extremely active with the op. He loves moving it around. He takes difficult shots and he hits nasty flicks. I agree. I think it's Kankang-esque kind of play style. And he's very consistent with it too. And this was such a nightmare for KRU to deal with last time they played against each other. And once more, I just want to remind you again, KRU have been unable to get more than 2 rounds in their attack sides when we've seen them on Haven in the past. When they played against Loud, when they played against NRG. Even though they're making some of the right moves, it ends up being a bit readable. Or they run into a star op player. And Atom will have assuredly been going through his coaching notes and telling them a different game plan to bring to the table here today. And they only need 4 rounds. You'd think any team would be able to accomplish that. But KRU have struggled here.
Really have. I mean, listen, it's one thing to try and play that slow attack default, remove the Cypher util, create some question marks in the minds of the Loud players, but when you add the op into the mix as well, so Loud have that to play around, I mean, Digizine by himself is just taking up an entire section of the map. He's taken over in most cases.
And the more confident he gets, the less support he needs from his teammates, so they can go and hold different areas.
TP up. That was the spot. Now, was that footstep heard? Sightline's not going to be caught there by Digizine. They heard maybe the early TP. That's why that aftershock was committed just into the corner in case. But
it is a nice idea. I love this one coming out of the call from the TAC timeout, because it means that you never have to re-clear A lobby. You just keep Melzer here, and if they push up after you've pressured Garage, you get the punish.
Very clear thought being put into this round by KRU off the backside of the timeout.
And it's created a weaker A site. There's still Jet and Breach here, but you know, Cowanzine is not too close. He's starting to drift back over, though. KRU are missing their timing, arguably.
50 seconds, dwindling down.
He's got no dash.
Yeah, no dash at all. Wants to try and take it straight to them. Hold on, up, trapped into your face. Players are lit up all over the place. Quick scope off to the side. There's a trade inside at least there for him. And now the fight, refight, attempt of it. Rattling off with the bullets. Rifles in hand. Snappy behavior from Melzer. But a trade in sight, despite the fact that Kawazine was on 5 HP.
Yeah, Cowanzine needs help so desperately, but Pancada has not got confirmation of where Shy is. They still haven't seen the Cypher, I don't believe.
Damage done, yeah. I mean, head on the server, they don't quite know where these players could be lurking. Now the full reveal, Aftershock. Buys a bit of time. Pancada can't play himself into this one. The plant goes down. Not too many problems. What is the call to be made? It looks like Lau want to set themselves up. It's KRU, the double peek through.
And despite the heroics from Dujazine playing a ridiculous angle over there towards A-Long, KRU come out with the victory. You saw that from the minimap. Pancada was so worried about a lurk the whole time. He did not sprint over towards the A site and try to flood defend. He's very cautious in his rotate. Is somebody walking up Garage? Is somebody walking up B? And that's the early Garage take that KRU did. Put that fear into his mind. Unfounded. But it made A site quite a bit weaker.
Double dart, hello, a bit of aggression. Rifling in the hands of Dujazine. Hunter's Fury to try and push them back and away. To no avail. Only the tag weakens a couple of these players. This is just over before it even begins.
I really like this. All of these teams have got some kind of big A-lobby crunch on their defense. And it completely catches KRU off guard.
Yeah, what a way to upset that tempo.
KRU are thinking about how they're going to slow default, how they're going to put the pressure on Loud and create these weak openings. And suddenly, 3 of their players are dead. And you've got to take those game plans into round 19.
We're at the minute mark and contemplating a save.
Yeah, it basically is, isn't it? I mean, you look at the economy. Kesnit's going to be able to buy, Melzer's going to be able to buy, but the others couldn't at all. They've just won a round, so they'll only get 1,900 credits.
That's wonderful play. Got time as well just to let it stew and sink in because, like you said, it's only 4 rounds the KRU have to get, but they get the one, immediately knocked straight back down again.
30 seconds left.
Love the switch up in tempo that Loud decided to throw out.
To be honest, I'd be thinking about hunting at this point in the round, right? There's 20 seconds. It's clear that they're not going for it. And if Dujazine goes forwards and dies, you can buy him an operator in the next round because Tui's is going to have that money online. So I think it's much better here for Loud to try to take the rifles away from Shy and Adverso. But they're not going for it. I mean, just a straight-up ceasefire, just line drawn in the sand. It's Christmas Day. We're going to go and have a football match in no man's land kind of vibes.
We're just not ready for the thought of it. I mean, a lot of teams will hold back that initial load of util, especially on the defense side, just waiting for the first signs of life, I guess. They don't want to waste it too early, but I think it's just the conditioning, right?
Well, I think this was also a bit of an anti against the fast round that KRU like to do when Melzer TP's behind.
Yeah.
And they, you know, KRU were caught there trying to do a fast Melzer TP, Adverso ult. Good read from Loud. And now Loud have got great ultimates to deny plants, to try to get retakes working.
We're going into B. Up. Yep, into B, straight up, rolling Thunder. That's going to cleave its way nicely into the site, partition it up, pushing them back, but maybe that was the goal of KRU. Bait out an ult, pull out some of that util. Sometimes you've got to think about a long con.
If they clear Garage here, they've been very bad at missing players in spots like Pancada's. Pancada starts to back up. The drone's already been used, by the way. Adverso does not have that available. They got their own breach ult to try to get back into B.
Yeah, you're seeing the pings now on the minimap. It's a fault line probably going to be called.
But by the time the attackers have fault line, Vinny's pretty much going to have his. So fault line, aftershock, they've still got great tools at denying this B plant.
Here it is. Trying to cut up the line. Vinny knows exactly what's next. Flowchart Valorant occurring. Aftershock, push back the plant, and that's beautiful. Fault line to catch the retreat. 2 years there with a rifle in hand. Still is being pressured ever so slightly. Have to make him rethink that peak. Here's a second go with things. Yeah, Hunter's Fury this time. No tags. Buys a bit of time. Crew still have enough to play with, and that re-exploration, get out of here. Pancada wins out that fight. It's a big one. Now the threat at that flank is going to be occurring. Pancada off to the side. It's been nasty, man. This guy trying to put a stop to it. Mazzino at least reclaims that one rifle, but he's just one man. What can he do? Yes, he's got the ult, but don't really want to be using it in this spot. It's kills to his name. Vinny sticking to the fuse, the pressure on. Heat turned up entirely here by Loud.
Silver lining for Crew, they drew out a lot of big ults, right? They got rid of the Rolling Thunder and the Hunter's Fury.
It is the long con to a degree.
Yeah, the problem is, with Pancada going down, almost certainly someone's going to be buying an op for Dejazine, aren't they? Maybe not. I thought that would be a guarantee, but we got a flash of the economy there, and there wasn't one online.
It could change their mind. We'll wait to see.
A couple of great shots from Pancada. Yeah. The individual level of Loud looks like it's settling back more towards their average, where they've looked super hot all tournament.
Yeah. Honestly, it's the hardest condition imaginable, though, to have the money to buy an op, but not do it. Dejazine has been pulling it out so often. Timeout called.
Timeout call from Crew. It will actually give SDK an opportunity to weigh in on whether or not they should be buying an op in this situation. I think there's a very good argument for getting the operator into Dejazine's hands.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to because they're going up against the breach ult. They want to be able to play more off-site positions. I like the idea of Dejazine trying to find an aggressive angle, pick somebody before Mazzino even gets into position to use it. But we'll see. This is a very familiar situation for Crew. A good defense half, and then your opponents start running it back, and you're struggling on the attack side. They've won one round out of the 7 that we've played so far in the second half of Haven.
It's getting stressful, isn't it?
And that's not an outlier. That is the norm at the moment for Crew's attack.
And that is going to be rattling around the heads of these Crew players, wondering, oh God, it's happening again.
They have gone for the op then. So right there. Crew took a timeout. Atom hitting the button, and it's actually changed the plan for Loud too.
Dejazine going to be solo holding this one down. That's 3 plays for Loud. Looking to clash, looking to brawl. In through mid. Deep angle by Pancada. He's got some util as well, just in case he needs to be set up for it. That is fire exchanged.
And Melzer's on that top box in A lobby too, watching to see if Dejazine pushes up.
They've hard baited Pancada into the forward spot.
Yeah, Pancada's got his Omen ult to escape if needed here. Adverso goes for the drone.
This time, revealing it. So, yes, the op has been played. And Pancada also just taking that peek, almost catching it. That's a TP of his own. Backs himself out and away. It's a minute down into this round.
They used the Sova drone first to push Dejazine back. Now, he's on a second angle. What tool do you have to work with here?
Did they hit a drop down? Not too sure. Oh my, breach ult missed the timing. Oh my God, he's been rebounded right back into them. Smokes have to be offloaded, dissipated down. Shorty, not a chance. Melter, sharp in that position. Dominates it, secures up the short control and a plant down for Crew. This is the best chance they've had in quite some time.
Going to be a double flank retake here. Maybe even triple.
Breaking the trip, applying that pressure. Dart's going to be clearing some of those angles, and the off just used against him. Melter picks it up, uses it purely against him. Can't quite hit the flick, but that's okay. He's mounting that pressure, applying it consistently now, and Loud are going to be struggling super hard to get into this.
Playing exits here, though, really is important. Crew have got to keep their economy up.
And will they be able to escape? They want to try and hunt down these players themselves. Trying to get through this one. A crossfire setup, tucked into the corner to the side. The spike imminent, but it looks like they've put enough distance between them and it. So up to 11 for Crew.
And Melzer doesn't keep that attack side operator. Oh no, he does. Kesnit picked it up at the final moment.
Wow, okay.
Melzer threw it away, swapped over to a rifle, and Kesnit was like, nah, what you doing? I'll be having that, thank you. What a breach ult, though. That ended up making all the difference there. Dijazine tried to play in front of it, thought that his positioning was aggressive enough to be able to dodge it, but Mazzino, super aware, made sure it caught the majority of short as well. And Digi just buys another one.
Straight back into it.
Op v op.
Bank running deep for that. Crudo nowhere near where that potential angle is. Instead, all the pressure applied out towards Garage, and so far ahead of where they were expecting it. Mazzino, that early peek onto Pancada, with him taken out of the picture.
KRU very rarely do a garage tech like this and actually end towards C. They do fast C splits, but they don't do that kind of slow siege. And so Dijazine is just sat here, wondering, when are they going to come back towards me? And here it comes.
Yeah. Time to come alive. Dash still available. Dijazine, here's the TP, sees the cage. Knows the threat of it. Doesn't activate the dash yet whatsoever. In fact, he's not even getting any help. There's nothing to support him out towards short. Cutting the noise after shock, and what a peek from multiple players. Dijazine, how are you going to get the hell out of this one? Knives are offloaded. Flashes into his face, Paranoid on top of it, and here is the follow-up. Reinforcements arriving right from behind. Pincer maneuvers. Loud! Got a full-on handle towards it.
What a read from Loud. Dijazine just knew that they were coming back towards him. Great timing of when to proc the dash there as well. He's now got 20 kills, top of the scoreboard. And despite the fact that Mazzino gets the opening kill, I think you can tell from the fact that, you know, I've been watching the footage. I know that KRU are not ending C in that kind of round. And Loud have been doing the same kind of stuff. Loud have been watching all the footage too. KRU just are a bit too readable in their attack macro.
Here's something new. Dijazine's ready to meet them. Still, it's the flash, the fault line, even the drone on top of it. Vinny trying to get in front of it. Got to be careful of all this util. Does deal with the dart in time as well. Flash timing ever so slightly off the KRU. Not stepping off the gas. All the way forwards. Kesnet lowered up. Quick scopes in play, but the damage done prior weakened him. And the players are dropping, toppling all over the place here. Follow the sound cues and you will be rewarded. Loud shut down any sort of attempt at a C play.
We talked about 9-3. Maybe that's enough for KRU. Loud. They didn't get that final round of the half. Even if they win the pistol, they're going to be in a difficult spot to run it back. We should have had more belief.
Yeah.
We should have had more belief in the complete collapse of KRU's attack side on Haven. We've seen it so many times, and the script, it ain't changing. 11-11.
All that fire we were seeing from the KRU players, standing up, shouting back, it's just dissipated. It's gone. We're right back into it. It's round 23, 11-11.
Dijazine has almost always been opping on the A side of the map. Now he's swapped it up. And so that level of resistance, not here on A, but they've got 3 players ready to defend.
Walked all the way up. Smokes into the face as well. Cage up and through as well, just trying to prevent these players from getting in. Kesnet, it's got to be the opener! And potentially even the closer. He's done enough surely into the round, but the player is Loud. Not willing to at least tread lightly, give up the round entirely. Vinny got the one, but how do you get back in? Up into the hands of Dijazine makes that retake so much less likely. There's a peek though. Hello, no one ready to play off of it. Aftershock, down to the feet. Kesnet forward to just reposition a bit of spam and spray and away. Dijazine surely not escaping. No, he is not. The 12th round, well earned here for KRU.
So important. They've now got 3 attacking rounds on Haven today. And that's been a difficult bar for them to cross. What an entry here. The backwards peak out of the Cloudburst, following up on the rest of the Breach and Omen util, ripping heads. Defensive setup wasn't even that bad there, but Kesnet tore it to pieces. Yeah. And there's the passion you were talking about, Brent, being lacking. It's back. Can they ride that into the final round of regulation? Wow, the tack timeout being called from Loud.
It's getting tense. As you'd expect it to, it's an elimination game. KRU are 1 round away from potentially sealing this one up. 2-0 fashion. or a continuation in the OT if Loud managed to take it the other way.
Atom is absolutely spitting in the comms there, whereas SDK is just allowing his team to have a little bit of input. The crew economy is still not good. I mean, yeah, they've won that previous round. They're going to be going into this final one with basically Kesnet being forced to use knives. They're still having an active discussion about whether they want Kesnet to have a weapon. He's going to go with a Guardian plus knives. Light armors on 3 of the players, but that's not going to really make a difference. Loud, they're not opting for an outlaw. They got the big gun on Dejazine, hoping it can make the difference.
And that tension in the air right now. It's a gamble on both sides. If they avoid Dejazine, if he doesn't get value from it, Crew themselves just hoping that they don't walk into a potential reposition. All grouped up though.
We've never seen Melzer in this spot. He's been doing this box play a lot. But look, he's hiding from the recon dart. He might finally find value here.
Not aware of it, Dejazine. How close do you step up to the mark? Plays nowhere near him. Drone into the face. It's nothing to break this one. Cage on top of it.
Do they clear?
He's made noise. Has to dash and get back out of there, so they know exactly where Dejazine is now playing.
So Crew have taken garage control, retreated. Cleared A lobby, retreated. Now where are they going to end? Because if they end C, they have to be worried about 2Es in this cubby. It's such a play from 2Es to tuck himself in here early on. And Vinny's going to try to bait for him.
Is it going to be OT or is it going to be an end? Vinny playing his team straight back in. Hunter's Fury out wide, spraying down. It's Messi. Might just get the job done though. 2 left to stand. Mazzino. He's spraying. And he was spraying still. Tagged up. Fully revealed now. With that anarchy, bewilderment across the board. But Crew looking for those opportunities themselves, Shy. Creeping around, Dart at his heels. Miss out, Mazzino taking a peek. And this is what we're talking about. In the scrap, in that chaos. Can you carve away the victory? Crew, one more round. Kawazine, something to say about it, 1v1. Trying to take your peek and take the timings. Shy, clutch machine that he is, sends Crew just that much deeper.
What an end. What an end and what a recovery. Denying the comeback from Loud there. In a round that looked like Loud had done it. 2Es tucked himself into cubby, got the kill, and Crew had to find their clutch individual moments. But they got their revenge. For that upper bracket game, Crew got cast down to the lower bracket in 0-2 fashion, and now they've eliminated Loud in a 2-0 of their own. What a resurgence this team has had. They just look like they've got more drive than the first time we saw them out here.
Absolutely. The backside of that 2G game, where listen, it's hard to judge a team's performance when they, slap them around. You can't really judge the strength of the team too well. But Crew, like you said, it's almost like they've been reinvented. Coming straight into this rematch after Loud send them down to the lowers. It is them that are sending Loud out of it, and Crew, they should be proud of themselves here.
They've got a chance to slaughter another Brazilian team as well. They'll be going up against MIBR. Kesnet versus Aspas.
Yeah.
We've seen that kind of story before. Often when Aspas was playing for Loud, the team that's just been eliminated. What a day for Crew. What a day for the Crew fans here in the venue as well. They're going on their own little run and finding their form when it matters. Tournament-style brackets really work for this team, I feel.
They do.
The LCQ demons.
You love to see it, honestly.
Playoff clutchers.
You love to see it.
They really heat up in these kind of moments. I'm still not convinced about their attack side on Haven, by the way.
No.
But they got the job done here. And they gave themselves enough of a buffer with their performance on defense.
Yeah, they certainly did enough. Certainly did enough to get it over that line. Denying a chance at map 3, even just OT in this individual moment.
So we've got 2 of our North American teams in the upper bracket, G2 and Sentinels. And then we've got representatives from Brazil and Latam in the lowers. Still an opportunity for anyone to go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
That is pretty nuts.
That's what you call parity as well. There's a lot of talk as well about potentially Americas this year being top heavy for the North American teams, but listen, love to see that. Top 4 here for kickoffs, and yeah, man, Latam team, Brazilian team, 2 Americas teams. Wouldn't have it any other way. I love tournaments.
And also, as I mentioned at the beginning of this game, Adverso, new player that's come back, or returning back to KRU, he hasn't been on a stage since 2022 champions, and now has the opportunity, maybe, if they can continue stringing wins together, to get to Bangkok, which would be ridiculous for his return onto the big stage.
Crazy, crazy stuff. Now, with that, we do have to say goodbye to Loud and their chances of making it to Bangkok, eliminated. And honestly, this is another team that I do want to sing the praises of, despite what we just witnessed from them, where they couldn't quite pick it up towards the end of that Haven map, because a lot of people have very low expectations for even this team coming into kickoff.
They did. And I think part of that was because they didn't perform in the off-season, they looked limp there. But as soon as they got onto the Americas stage, you saw the experience and the veteran presence of some of these players.
Yeah.
Cowanzine was doing ridiculous stuff. Dijazine had a great re-entry back into 2025. But I think they couldn't just put it together as a team in the end. They'll be gutted because they had advantages in the game against Sen and couldn't close out.
Definitely so. Well, with that being said, let's gonna send it down to Liz, who's down on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview. So take it away, Liz.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I'm here with an insane player who makes my jaw drop every single day. It is Kesnet. KRU, be loud. Do your thing. The first question I want to ask you is, there was an almost 9-3 Haven comeback curse type deal over there. What were your thoughts and what was the communication with your team when it almost went to OT?
Yo creo que lo que empezamos a hacer no nos puede pasar nuevamente lo que nos venía pasando en los otros mapas, y que mantuviéramos las frustraciones común y corriente y seguir paso a paso, que ya trabajamos muchas veces ese mapa y esta vez no nos íbamos a dejar tanto. Y nada, agradecido a mis compañeros que tuvieron el mental para remontarlo.
I think what happened is that we were saying this can't happen again. What happened in the map before, what happened previously. So just focusing on ourselves, on the things that we were doing, and also he's giving props to his teammates who were helping that out to make sure that they were still playing their game and making it that way.
Absolutely. I mean, I talked to Adam during the half, and he said that what happened last time on Haven with NRG was like you were just being outcalled by finesse. It was just the finesse factor. What was going on this time that almost led to it beyond just like it can't be happening again?
Yo creo que, o sea, es que Loud también es un equipo tan fuerte que tienen a DGSIN, que es muy buen operator. Nosotros siempre nos ha costado mucho lidiar contra un operator y como que cambiamos el plan de juego. Entonces, nada, al final después con la última pausa que sacamos una ronda, nos ayudaron mucho ellos porque seguimos planteando nuestras cosas y nada, ahí agradecido el resultado nomás.
Well, Loud is also a really strong team, and Digicine is really good, and the way that they play with the operator is really good, and that is something that sometimes we struggle with. So it was after that pause, focusing on how we were going to play against, because that helped us out having that pause and getting that round right after.
KRU's a very momentum-based team. Y'all thrive on the vibes, thrive on the momentum. What will it take to stop this insurmountable momentum that KRU is currently riding?
Yo creo que ahora ya no es tanto un equipo de momentum, la verdad, porque el primer partido lo jugamos con una persona que había llegado acá hace un día. Entonces, nada, nos tuvimos más tiempo para prepararnos y creo que todo lo que venimos trabajando 8 o 9 horas al día, estamos dando extra. Creo que ahora está dando resultados y muy contento con eso.
I don't really think we're a momentum team base anymore. The first match that we played with one of their players that got to the US a day before. So it was the adapting and the work that we've been putting 8 to 9 hours every single day that is taking us here.
Hard work. Last thing I want to ask you, you'll be facing MIBR next with Ospas. And you have talked about him sometimes, and you just said, DGC with the op. Ospas is also known for being very good with the operator. What are your thoughts on facing MIBR and Ospas? Because it would be an Ospas-Kesnet battle going on there.
Yo creo que va a ser una partida muy difícil, obviamente, como todas las que han sido acá, pero creo que estamos preparados para cualquier rival que se nos enfrente y nada, seguir confiando en el trabajo del staff y el nuestro. Así que ojalá que sea una partida muy divertida y que ganemos.
It's going to be a difficult match, just like all the other ones that we've had, to be honest. But it's going to be focusing on ourselves and trusting in the work that the staff has been putting behind the scenes to see if we can win. And he says XD at the end.
XD? XD. Adorable. Well, thank you so much. Everyone give her Kesnet one more time. And we have our match point post show with Adverso and Mazzino.
All right, folks, we're back here at Match Point. I got Mazzino and Verso here joining us again. Mazzino, feel like you've been here before.
Yeah, yesterday maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Congratulations on a hard-fought win. Verso, I want to start with you because you say you want to do this in English, so I got you.
I want to do it.
All right.
It's my first time here.
And thank you for joining us, buddy. What was the most challenging part of this game for you?
I think when Jason plays with up, I think he's very good with that weapon.
Yeah.
And we try our best to take the leg to where is him. And when he every time he makes picks of timing, and it's so difficult to play with him.
Yeah, it's so difficult to stop him. And I could tell you guys were trying to find where he was and then, go around the map. It was clear that you guys had that game plan there. But you did pick up the win on Haven. So that has to feel good, right?
A little bit.
I know last time Haven was a bit of a bad sore point for you guys.
Yeah.
What did you guys try to work on this time around so that this way you were able to pick up the win again?
I think on defense we played really good on both matches.
Yes.
So we didn't really work a lot on that, but on attack it was mostly a different game plan that we have been playing before.
Okay.
And that helps us.
When you say game plan, you mean strategy, or you don't have to go into too many details?
Strategy, a different approach to the map,
Got it.
Yeah, that's it, and it works.
Yeah.
It kind of works, but it needs work.
Yeah, it needs to be refined. If you could give me a little insight, when you say, was it where we put people, or is it how we use utility? Or
both.
Both?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, where the people are and how you do that. But I'm sure you're going to go back and find where those other gaps were and try and stop that there.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be moving on in this competition. You'll be facing off against, I believe, MIBR coming up next year.
Yeah.
Great team. You got to face off against Aspas and all that stuff. How are you feeling about MIBR? How do you rate them right now?
Yeah, I think it's a very good team.
Yeah.
I know Noswer and Aspas, they are really good players.
Yeah.
And they have two new talents, Cortesia and Chenom. I play against them on Tier 2.
Yeah.
And we train a lot on Brazil. And they're a very good team. I think they're getting momentum now. And
have they caused problems for you in the past, or have you always beaten them?
It's
back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah.
See, all right. Well, hey, guys, I mean, look, first things first, it's incredible to see you guys continue to find success. And we'll have to do this again. Maybe a third time, fourth time. I don't know how many times we want. But you know what we do here on Match Point, you already know. We play games. We have fun. All right, and this time, we brought back everyone's favorite game. It's Stick It! All right, folks, so here's the deal. If you've seen Match Point before, you know what's good here. You need to defuse the spike and get as close to 0 as possible. But first, you have to win a round of rock, paper, scissors. And this time, it's against me. So, who wants to go first?
Yeah, let me go first.
You want to go first? Okay, so now remember, it's rock, paper, scissors, shoot, okay?
Yeah.
Vansili, plant the spike. Now.
Go in.
Here we do it. Is it planted?
It's...
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I beat you.
Again.
Gotta go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I beat you again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 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 There you go. You got it. Go.
You got headphones. Forward to defuse. Try to get the right timing.
And the truck is going. The truck is on the way. Okay, he's got. I think he's.
Are we close?
Yeah, no, I was.
Oh wait, it's early.
It's early.
It's early.
10 seconds.
It's too early.
Too early.
That's it.
That's
It's
why I
close
want
to
him
0,
go
no?
first,
Yeah, the closest
you let him go.
Can I do it again?
That's why.
Okay, we'll
they
do
say
another
you
try.
can get another try.
Yeah,
You want
yeah,
another
yeah.
try?
We'll do that.
Here we go. We were told we don't have to do rock, paper, scissors, although, Kurt, I disagree. So here we go. We're doing it one more time.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Now at least we'll come in here. I'm going to come and plant the spike.
Mira este timing Masino.
Now you got the whole timing at the beginning.
He's
Are we ready?
awful.
Or I'm just the best rock, paper, scissors player in the world. I think it might be
Seems
that.
like it. I'm going to have to play you at some point, GB.
I am going to go and compete as a rock, paper, scissors championship player. I think that's
what mind games do you have? What mind games do you have? Do you say like, I'm gonna go for rock, and then you actually go for rock?
Yeah, my buddy CDN to third would always tell me that. He'd always be like, I'm going rock every time, so I kind of adopted that
Wait,
strategy.
can you stop talking? He's trying to focus.
Oh, well, you're the one talking, you yapper. God, like you've been
Look at this face.
Like how he's thinking.
Yeah.
Ben Yapper over here.
Look at the focus face.
Yeah, he's waiting for it. He's waiting for like the
here it
perfect
comes.
moment. You gotta wait for that circle to pop up.
Thank you for the intel.
You know, I got you.
Did you know about that, the circle?
Yeah, I knew it.
4 seconds.
Okay, 4 seconds, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Still
Okay.
better than DNF.
Yeah, better than Boostio. Honestly, at this point, anything's better than Boostio. So
He didn't defuse?
he did not. He messed up, and he was like, "Oh, I'm the best. I could do this easily." And then he goes up there. He's like, "I can't hear," and then he messed up. All right.
And then we had to get headphones next week because
Your
there's too many
turn or not?
excuses.
I know, right? Okay, Vansili, you ready to go?
I am setting up right now. Let me just run over.
Okay. All right. Well, no, we're ready. How was that for you, Everso? Was it?
Yeah, I think I could do better.
You were
I am so sad because I every time I defuse the bomb, I can do it good.
Wait. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No, this is too much. Okay, I win again. This isn't. No, I just wanted to play real fast just because I got to see if we're of one mind. Okay, that's where we are right now. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Hermano.
Insane. Are you
looking at
ready?
me. You're still in. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Your turn. All right, here we go.
Hold on, planning.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock,
Now.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Soy malo, él es muy bueno. Ese es el tema. Viste, sí, bueno, güey.
Go.
This is the best game ever.
You're so good for this
You
game.
got the headphones. It's already planted.
Okay.
Oh God, I love my job.
I'm awful.
You know.
Let's see.
Okay.
All right, so I was just told whoever wins between you two gets the obnoxiously large hat.
So what you have? 4 seconds? 4.14.
4 seconds.
4.14.
Okay.
You have to be under 4.14.
Ooh.
That sounds early.
That's her.
Hermano, ese un segundo.
Oh! 1.6. That's good. That's good. That's one on the leaderboard. That's still pretty good.
That's number
That beats
one.
Celsius.
Take your trophy,
Congratulations.
sir.
The hat is yours.
Ese para mí, oye.
Come back here, Mazzino. Join us. That hat's yours. It's yours. You keep it. You are the champion
Ese para mí, sí.
of Stick It. For right now, at least. For right now. Maybe we'll give Busio another shot. 1.06 and Everso 4.14.
Yeah, I'm so
How do you
tired.
feel? Shame?
Yeah, shame.
Shame. Yeah.
Shameless.
All right, guys. Well, hey, you know what, though? You don't got to feel shame because you won. And you're moving on in the competition. Let's take a look at the bracket here because now we are down to our final 4. That's right, folks. You got Sentinels and G2. And in the lower bracket, it's MIBR versus KRU. What do you guys think of Sen and G2 so far? Because G2 has been playing some incredible Valorant.
Yeah, they're playing so good. They're like 3 years together.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important factor. But I think it's a good match.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
matchup.
Who do you think's going to win that?
Sentinel for
G2.
G2?
Yeah.
I think G2.
I
think
think the G2 too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they
G2
look
just
really strong.
Yeah, they're
so
really
strong right now.
strong.
Giacomo's doing whatever he wants, right? But then when you guys play them, you'll beat them.
Yeah.
Right? That's
No one is unbeatable, you know?
Exactly, exactly. Hey, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank
You know,
you.
you're the man, brother. Much respect. And so same to you as well, dude. And of course, thank you to Vansili for planting the spike or whatever. Hey! This guy. All right, folks, we thank you so much for tuning in this weekend. It's been a fun time. Of course, a massive thank you to Everso and Mazzino for joining me here at the Watch Point. But that is going to do it for us. We have some great matches coming at you next week. But for now, enjoy our Samsung SSD Fast Replay, and we'll see you next week.
The stakes really tell the story themselves. Elimination on the line, and for MIBR, they've had to do it the hard way, and now they're facing probably their hardest challenge since 100 Thieves.
But they don't jump the gun.
Both there, all three as they try to funnel out, and it's a blender. The push and pull, all going the way of Lev. This has been the trap. And now Tex is left in a 1v2. No utility to play around. He's gonna have to win these gunfights on his own. He does! A 3K for Tex, the Red Bull clutch for Lev. A flawless round as Leviathan roar back and take Lotus. He's in, taking a little bit of damage, holds on to the dash, gets a kill on Shenum. Aspas trying to tuck tail, trying to stay alive with op in hand. Neutered instantly. Demon 1 with 3.
It's round over. It's done. And it's all Demon 1 on the kill feed.
A knife. Oh, he's gonna get away with murder, isn't he? Only finding one target. Does he try to go with the blades? No. Procs a dash. It's Demon 1 who's got to do it on his own. 3 on the round, and it's Shenum's 3 that wins it out for MIBR. Forced to double dip, try to swing back into things. Aspas up close and personal with the share. That's 3 on the round for him.
What a statement from MIBR, sticking in this thing, and it was hard fought.
Satchels, remember, he hasn't been able to find any the last 3 times out. This will not be any different. The defense holding up just fine. Stalwart in their approach. Stalwart in their stand. A 1v1 again, it's Tex. Who else but Tex? If they can land on the dog bite, he's fully sticking it. Meanwhile, Demon 1 not able to find his way out. King back sight. Again, the defense holds. Stuck yet again. MIBR take the lead. Cortesia again asked to deliver for MIBR. How much more can you deny? King trying to do his best, but he can't get it down. MIBR get to 11. Made in Brazil, but thriving in North America. Their best performance in the partnership era. MIBR advance.
The last time Loud faced off against KRU right here at kickoff. So this is going to be quite fascinating.
Presence occurring all across the place here. Mazino just trying to sweep his way through, but no one clearing into these corners. Kesnit lights it up into the feed. It's a 2v2 scenario. Slow down into the middle of the round. But players not expecting it. Right from behind. Gets them into position and to the place, but like you said, the gamble is correct. And the bullet's going to be raining down. Exchange of those fires. Hold on. 2 years. He's tempered it. Still almost certain, but the timing favors Kesnit entirely.
An utterly dominant map win here for KRU.
Tap from Mazino, force out some response. Pressure being applied out through the double door shot. Great collection! That is prime Pancada.
Diffuse getting smoked on.
Kamazin just trying to peek out of that one. The Dart was going to be tagging him up anyway. See if they get this one. Averso just sticking this one. What is the game plan? Anything to just push this one back. There are no outs. Loud just struggling to get anything going for them. Playing his team straight back in. And there's Fury out wide, spraying down. It's Messi. Might just get the job done though. That chaos. Can you carve away the victory? KRU trying to take your peek and take the timings. Shy. Clutch machine that he is. Sends KRU just that much deeper. What an end.